Istanbul, what have you done to me?
Protesters and riot police fight in the streets of Istanbul for a second day today. What started out as rallies against the destruction of a local park has rapidly grown into a major protest against the government.
Turks dubbed him Standing Man. Photos of his action went viral.
The street right below here is where they...
Not tear gas, but instead fireworks.
Then police, in overwhelming numbers, stepped in to remove the silent few.
Spread to other cities in Turkey as well. Demonstrators say the government is intent on turning their secular Muslim country into an Islamist state.
On the 28th of May 2013, the people of Turkey, especially in Istanbul, has gathered around Gezi Park for a peaceful demonstration. The people wanted to save their historical park, the only green area in the heart of the city center, from being demolished and turned into a gigantic shopping mall. But on the 31st of May, the peaceful demonstration turned into a battle by the police with their horrid weapons, from water cannons, tear gas bombs, and their batons. Fear was in the heart of the people, but this did not stop them, yet it encouraged them. Around the world, news channels were covering this event, and BBC was one of the main broadcasts.
Tear gas and water cannons in central Istanbul after police and protesters clashed on Friday morning. The tension had been building for 4 days after a sit-in protest against a government plan to revamp Istanbul's Taksim Square. The protesters say they're unhappy that the plans to pedestrianise the square include a new shopping mall. But some also have wider grievances against the Turkish government, which they complain is too authoritarian. Dozens sustained injuries in the scuffles. Several were hurt when a wall collapsed. Others suffered respiratory problems due to the effects of tear gas. According to some reports, an Egyptian tourist was also hospitalised after being hit in the head by a police gas canister. Human rights activists have already accused the Turkish police of being too heavy-handed in the way they deal with protesters. This episode is likely to make those voices louder. Naomi Grimley, BBC News.
Istanbul. Metropolitan city consists of a large number of foreigners. International students, unable to communicate, found themselves in the middle of a battle between two parties. It affected their way of life, their decisions and their struggle to live. As foreign students, Reem from Egypt and I, Leila from Azerbaijan, we reached out to our friends and saw how their lives were changed because of this period.
Hi, my name is Saif Abdallah. I'm from Nigeria. I study computer engineering in Bilgi, and I chose Istanbul because I wanted something different.
Hey, this is Damien. I'm from Persia.
Hi, I'm Amokta. I'm from India.
My name is Abigailina. Hi, my name is Daphne and I'm 22 years old.
My name is Nina. I'm 20 years old and I'm from the Netherlands.
My name is Sarosh and I've been studying in Bilgi since the past 2 years and I study business administration.
Sarah Khabouch, I'm from Morocco.
I'm BG. I'm an LSE student studying economics and management.
BG, how did you first hear about the news in Gezi Park?
Well, my mom called from Egypt, from my home country, and she told us that she has seen a lot of protests on TV. And then some of my friends called me and told me that I should go home quickly before anything happens around the house.
And Actually, when I heard of it, I didn't even try to go there because I felt really afraid, because as I saw on Facebook and on TV, it was really something like crazy going on, especially I heard about those things before in Syria and in the other Tunisia countries and things. And then when I heard of it in Turkey, I was like, my God, what is going to happen? So I didn't even try to visit those places. So,
because it was in May, I think, when all that started.
Yes.
I live very near in Taksim, so I was in the heart of everything. I remember, I think it was towards the finals.
I was staying in Beşiktaş, and many of the protests were also in Beşiktaş. I remember that I couldn't even open the windows because of the gas and stuff.
I just left university, and this was my last class. I wanted to go home, and then suddenly there appeared like a group of people from. They started to drop gas, and it was like all people were running and hiding in buildings. So one building, I just ran there, and they dropped gas right in front of this building, and it was so bad because it wasn't enough air. My eyes were burning. It was so terrible. I just called my friend and asked her what I'm gonna do. I feel so bad. It was like I'm gonna pass away right now. It was terrible, but
of course we were so shocked. The people was like crying. Some people was screaming. It was so scary. Since we were not in our country, so everything was so scary. Well, since the last year, it was the first year we were here in Turkey, so of course we were very surprised.
I started smelling tear gas bombs in my apartment redundantly every day. And then I felt that I had to participate and I had to go to Gezi Park and show support. I've seen a lot of people having panic attacks, including people who were with me in my group. One of them had a panic attack because she wasn't used to seeing such violence.
Yeah, I saw lots of pictures, lots actually, and they were very graphic. There was blood, obviously, with all the people, and the amount of force that was used by the police was just disturbing.
Mainly there were police beating people and stuff, and throwing tear gas and whatnot. Our house was in front of Gezi Park, so even when we were having dinner or lunch, they would throw tear gas and it would come inside our house, the whole smell.
Okay, what did I see? Like I said, basically I used to look from the window, and it was like mostly those people like saying things out loud in Turkish, something that I didn't understand. And one day they've done this thing, they make those voices, like everyone bring out this boil or something, and they start to do this bam 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 during the night, and we didn't sleep at this quite those days.
Biberine gazına, cobuna sopasına, tekmelerin asına, eyvallah eyvallah. Sallıyor bana utanmadan, sıkılmadan. Gözlerim yanar ama ezilmedim, azalmadım. Özgürüm dedim, hala haklıyım dedim, hala sana insanım dedim. dedik hala haklıyız, dedik hala sana, sana insanız dedik hala vazgeçer miyiz söyle bana.
As Duman said, in Eyvallah, which is bring it on, the people didn't stop fighting. No tear gas nor batons could have stopped them. They continued to fight, but we, the international students of Istanbul, were all also considered as prisoners of this revolution. 3 students were badly arrested and were reported as American agents and German spies. Others were kicked, arrested, or brutally beaten. We were threatened of being deported if we participate in a march of freedom. We were scared and we were panicking. We couldn't understand what was being said and few channels broadcasted in English. Our fears was to face a battle with no common language. We asked our friends what their parents felt about this situation and whether if they felt safe or not.